Welcome into Spilly on the Rocks. It is May 18th. The Rockies had just finished their first full week under the guidance. How do you want to call it? Guidance of Warren Schaefer. And interesting week. They went to Texas, lost all three games. They got swept there. Um, Started with Chase Dolander. I'm going to come back to Chase. Chase has been a really good bright spot. But then losses on Tuesday, loss on Wednesday. Thursday, we talked about day off. Told you about Pete Rose being a scumbag. And then we got into a three-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks with a crazy schedule for the Rockies. And so let's get into the weekend recap. On Friday, boat raced on Friday. Not a good game for them. That was a game where like they just can't score. It's like they're just not scoring runs. All the things that we've talked about. What was good about Friday, though, was the return of Ezekiel Tovar, Aaron Shunk. Those guys were back. So Tovar was back. Aaron Shunk was back. Tyler Freeman was back. If you don't know who Tyler Freeman is a utility player that they traded Nolan Jones for. I haven't looked at what Nolan Jones's numbers are, but I should go look up just to see where he's at. So the return of those guys did nothing. They lost 8-0 in that game. It was Carson Palmquist, who is a young prospect, made his major league debut. So that was important, right? We want to see Carson Palmquist come into the big leagues. A couple things to note when it comes to Carson Palmquist. I will pull up some of the numbers on him when it comes to Baseball Savant. Really unique arm angle. But when that game was all said and done, he had 0 strikeouts. So made his major league debut against a really good team, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks after that game were 24-21. National League West is nasty, but a 24-degree arm angle, and that's kind of a unique arm angle. That's like where Kyle Freeland was early in his year. So really low arm angle, but not a ton of swing and miss. But some numbers that stand out about Carson Palmquist. I might as well just put it up on the screen for you. And I don't always love doing this because sometimes I turn really small, and then people say I'm too small. I get that a lot. So here we go. I'm going to be super small. So Carson Palmquist, here's the things to look at. All right, so Palmquist with his numbers, the sinker, 91 miles an hour. That's not a crazy fast fastball. He's got a sweeper, has a four-seamer, a cutter, and a changeup. Love to see the changeup a little bit more. But 7.5 feet of extension. That's really good. Why is extension so good? Well, that puts him in the 99th percentile. So 99th percentile for his height. He's 6'3" with 7.5 of extension. What this is telling me is if you can see my screen, sinker usage here, bad spot. Four-seam fastball here, bad spot. Extension with that low arm angle, he needs to be way up here. All of his misses should be at the top. All of his misses should be up here. And then I'd love to see the changeup off of it. And I think he'd be fine. So quick fix, Spilly fix right there. Carson Palmquist, can't wait to see him again. These numbers will be better at Coors Field, I promise you, because extension is the thing that I want to see. Extension with a changeup. Extension with a changeup. Carson, dude, your stuff is crazy. You have crazy extension. You have a low arm slot release. Up, shoot the junk out of your fastball. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. You'll get a bunch more swing and miss living up there. I don't know if we're not talking about that up there, but quick assessment is that's where he should live. Saturday's game was just bonkers. I know Nuggets, sorry, Nuggets fans, you get to now pay attention to the Rockies until the Broncos season comes on track. So now that I got you, now that Nuggets season is officially over, bummer. It is time now to pay attention to your Colorado Rockies. So on Saturday, the Rockies won 14-12 in Arizona against a really good team. Now, how the heck did this happen? I will show you that one as well. This one's a crazy game to pay attention to. So this game was nuts. They opened the roof in Arizona, which I will point out for a lot of these closed roof stadiums or stadiums that have the ability to open and close a roof, most teams, most teams do not want to open their roof. Why? Because the ball flies. Teams like the Astros, hear me out. I'm telling you some stuff that is crazy. In the last couple of years, teams that have roofs, Tampa Bay Rays, that's a sad story. Toronto Blue Jays, probably not using it as much as they should. Houston Astros, yes. The Arizona Diamondbacks, yeah. Texas Rangers, what do they have in common? What do they have in common? Think about it for a second. What do they have in common? They have roofs. What do they have as part of the roof? Well, they have artificial turf. What does artificial turf do? It doesn't give you bad hops. What does a artificial roof and a closed climate do? It gives you a controlled variable. Is it any surprise? Any surprise to you? Some of these teams that haven't taken advantage of it, Miami, even though they pitch well, they haven't found ways to hit. What do these closed environments do to teams at home? Well, one, their defense gets really good because there's no bad hops. Their pitching staffs traditionally get really good. Why? Well, because there's no variables. There's no, day game. There's no humidity. Their stuff plays. That's why the Astros went to the ALCS 7 consecutive times. People keep saying it's because it's a good team. Yes, they're a good team, but they control their environment time and time again. How do the Tampa Bay Rays manage to be in the American League East and do well year after year after year? Controlled environment. Controlled environment. Texas Rangers won a World Series. You think that was happen chance? No. Controlled environment. Unbelievable defense. So anyways, Diamondbacks, World Series. Think about the teams that have gone to the World Series the last couple of years. 2022, team that won that, Houston Astros. 2023, who'd they play? It was Arizona Diamondbacks against the Texas Rangers. Rangers won the World Series. Think there's anything there? So anyways, on Saturday, Diamondbacks opened up the roof, and bad idea. Bad idea. Why? I'll show you why. So here's what happened to this game on Saturday. It was kind of nuts. So this game goes, Rockies win. Warren Schaefer got his first win. Now, has Warren Schaefer done anything this week that's a little bit different? Yes. He's mixed up the lineup. He's moved Jordan Beck to the top of the lineup. Jordan Beck is turning into a dude. They also dropped down Brenton Doyle. Brenton Doyle's really been struggling. So they dropped Doyle down to 5. They've been taking Michael Toglia out of the lineup. So Toglia has been out of the lineup because he's been struggling. Toglia on the season, 668 OPS, not good, but he's coming off the bench and getting quality defensive, opportunities, and he's hitting the ball. So it's working. So Schaefer's doing a little bit more of like mixing and matching the bullpen, mixing and matching the lineup, and I kind of like it. So on this Saturday game, Rockies score 3 in the first. They cough it right back up. They cough it up again. Near right here. They ended up making 3 errors, I believe, on this game. But then they fought back. And then you get to the Rockies bullpen, which is, the question mark is, what do we do with Herman? Herman is an 8.78 ERA. He's a trade candidate for me, but he's got to get his ERA down. 3 walks. He's still coming back from injury, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. 5 earned runs of the 7 runs he gave up. 2 of those were because of a bad play. But they got to Zach Gallen. Former Rocky Jalen Beeks, he gave up 4 earned runs. And then they tagged a side armor and Ryan Thompson. This was fun to watch. I mean, Zach Agnos, I love his split finger. Kinley's been pitching well, like in a set spot. And then Seth Robertson got the save, even though he walked a guy right there. This was a crazy game. Rockies banged out 19 hits. 19 hits. Roof was open. So that was fun to see. Love that. Then you get on Sunday. And Chase Dollander, who began the week for the Rockies, pitched on Monday in Texas, was good. He lost 3-1. He gave up one run that was a homer. So that was good for Chase, and follows it up against the Diamondbacks, who are a really good offensive team, really good offensive team. And I'll show you what Chase is doing well that I think is pretty fun to see. So again, silver lining. I don't like saying silver lining every bleeping time I'm talking about the Rockies, but there is a silver lining here, and I'll show you. For the Rockies, the silver lining is this: Chase Dollander is turning into a dude, like I said he would. Four-seam fastball, love it. The combination, would you believe it? If you heard me talk about it, what did I say? Stop throwing this cutter. Threw it 2% of the time. Stop throwing the slider. Why? Because it's too slow. Well, it's not slow. It's just not good enough. He's got a four-seam fastball that's 99 miles an hour at the max. It sits at 97. He's one of the top 5 hardest throwers from a starter in baseball, and he's got a great curveball. Has a great curveball. The curveball is basically 20 miles an hour off his fastball. Beautiful. The only run scored against Chase, another homer. I don't care about that. Homers, he's going to eventually get it, so he's not giving up so many homers. But here's what we're looking at. Whiffs. That's something that the Rockies don't get. They don't get it from Herman. They're not getting it from Kyle Freeland. They're not getting it from Antonio Senzatella. They're getting it from Chase Dollander. 14 whiffs of the 45 swings. 31% whiff rate. Great. That's a huge number. Huge number. And anytime you have, this is called a called strike whiff percentage. So these are the whiffs plus the called strikes. If you're like above 30%, you're doing fantastic. 29%. Great. That's great. That's really good. So we're liking this. We can look at the strike percentages here on his pitches, and he can probably be a little bit better in zone. He's in zone with the curveball, not that much. If you can get this fastball in the zone a little bit more, the top of the zone, then we're doing really well. We're doing really, really well. So I can pull up the illustrator and show you where his fastball misses are. These are too much middle of the plate. I'd like to see this clump right up here. If we can get Chase's clump of four-seam fastballs up here and the curveball clumped down here, Chase is going to turn into a frontline starter. I'm telling you. He's going to turn into a frontline starter. So, some good. Warren Schaefer got his first win on Saturday, but the Rockies, they fall on Sunday, and their record is god-awful. I mean, there's no way to say it. How do you want me to say it? Like, there's no nice way of saying what the record is. The record is awful. But, we're seeing some signs that, the Rockies are trying different things. So take it for what it is. Right now they are 8-38. So that's 30 games below 500. It is the run differential is not good, historically bad. Win-loss record historically bad. But we are seeing some signs. And for Jordan Beck on Sunday, Jordan Beck added, I think he added another hit. So he's doing well. No Tovar on Sunday. But Jordan Beck, 903 OPS, really good. Hunter Goodman, 858 OPS. His hit came, first 2 pitches, which is par for the course. Amador continues to struggle, even though he's getting some runway here. He's hitting 149. I don't know what to do with him. I mean, that would be a tough conversation because they probably want to send him down. I'm not sure I want to send him down yet. So they're still waiting for Thairo Estrada, not Thairo, Thairo Estrada to come in. Once Thairo comes in, Amador will go down to the minor leagues, get his at-bats. Doyle's really struggling. He's back to 2 years ago, which is not a good sign. Again, like he's going through some personal stuff. And then the rumor around Major League Baseball is surrounding Reiner-Imagn. So it was actually in MLB trade rumors today that some teams are interested in Reiner-Imagn. And what does that mean? That means, for the love of God, Rockies, you should consider this. You should consider this. You have Cubs, Dodgers amongst teams with some interest in Reiner-Imagn. Um, I I don't know. I mean, he's got what 2 years of control. Rockies are so anti trading players that are their own, but in this case, I hope they consider it. It's just coming down to what are you going to get in return. If you're looking for a return, do not get a utility infielder, please. Do not get an outfielder, please. Get pitching. Pitching from the Dodgers and Cubs, just look for it. It could be one major league arm. Take that. It could be two minor league arms that have high upside, but know what you're looking for. Look for extension, look for high velocity, look for a secondary pitch. Change up, split finger. No slider, no sinker. No. Unique arm angle. You could come from a low arm slot, but have some velocity there or extension. That is what I would be doing if I am the Rockies, but I am not the Rockies. And anyways, Rockies do have the Phillies coming into town and the Yankees. So a fun week of baseball at Coors Field. There's going to be a lot of people there watching it. Hopefully the Rockies will get to 10 wins this month. I'm hopeful. But right now they're winning a game about one every 7 days. So they won on Saturday. That means you're maybe getting a win against the Yankees on Friday. So we'll see. I mean, fingers crossed. And the Rockies are in a big stretch right now. No days off. And we'll see if there's some additional moves this week. Some additional moves. But again, Chase Dollander turning into a dude. Ezekiel Tovar's back. He had 5 hits on Saturday. Fantastic. Jordan Beck is looking great. Hunter Goodman continued to get better. And hopefully for Reiner-Imagn, he continues to swing the bat well. And there are some potential suitors. And same with Brent Doyle. Hopefully we can get Brent Doyle back on track. So there you go. Spilly on the rocks. You can follow me at SpillyGoat19 and certainly follow the guys at Mile High Sports. I should be able to come and record a Spilly on the Rocks at the studio this week. That's my plan. Maybe Wednesday. All right. Bye.